Hello, hockey, basketball, and soccer fans. My name is David. I thought I would start this video at 9:05 on the evening of Friday, 27th of October 2023 Eastern Time. It's been a not great game for the Raptors after a narrow win over the Timberwolves, 97-94 over at Scotiabank Arena, also home of the Leafs. It's been pretty bad. Alright, I'm gonna try another browser because it seems that the one I'm having a little bit of trouble there. So I'll try this one. Alright. So I'll try a different browser. It seems they're not going well. Okay, I'll try another browser. Let me just get this here. Just gonna try to get the game there if I can. I'm very sorry about this. Just these technical difficulties. Alright, I'm gonna try this here. I'm so sorry for technical difficulties. Alright, I'm gonna try another. I'm gonna try one of the tablets I have here. If I can't get it relatively soon. Alright. I'm gonna try one of the tablets then. So it's currently the end of the second quarter, near there, or it was at the time. All right. So it's been so it's halftime. It's 42. It was 42-35 at the time for the Chicago Bulls, and it was a very underwhelming quarter. After it seemed that it was closer in the second quarter, 18-17 in favor of the Bulls, but not looking very good. And all across the board on the bench, not very good. Chris Boucher with a plus 12. The others with minuses. I'm just gonna. Very sorry for technical difficulties. Just this laptop is a little bit slow. I'm just gonna try. I can get some bench stats here. As of last halftime, the Chris Boucher and Gary Trent Jr. have been the only players on the bench with points. The others had none. OG Anunoby had 9, the highest point getter. And yeah, Dennis Schroeder, after having had a great game against the Timberwolves, didn't have a great first half with just 2 points and a -3. Yeah, it's been that way. So let's get up through from weekend games. It's gonna. All right, it's gonna go. Let's go down here. Let's see about the playoffs. So it's going to be like a late game on Saturday Eastern Time. Broadcast start time at 9. Not really sure on which TV channel I'm going to watch that game, if I can get it. Just going to wait. Whoops. Nope, it doesn't look like it's going to be on. Doesn't look like it's going to be anything on. Looks like it's going to be an Apple TV, but in any case, it's going to be a rather busy night for watching hockey because it's going to go Just gonna go to weekend games. I'm just gonna go. Just gonna go to. Just gonna go to a bunch of games on Saturday Eastern Time. Yeah, the Raptors are in action on Saturday against the 76ers on Sportsnet 360. Via Sens away game against the Penguins. And where is Hockey Night in Canada here? Just that's what I'm interested in trying to find out here. So that will be interesting to at least. So I'm not really sure what's going on here. I mean, just gonna have to see what these games are. And, just gonna go. Just gotta see what the NHL website is. Yeah, let's gonna see where the broadcasters are. Let's see what the TV broadcaster are, because it doesn't look like it's not clear which Sportsnet broadcaster there is. So let's see what happens. Yeah, it looks like it'll be on CBC. Okay, that's fine. Just gonna see what the CBC channels are. Oh, it's gonna be on all of them. And the Canucks home game against the Rangers will be on the others. So I'm gonna see. Yeah. And there, let's see about the Jets and Habs be on City TV. That's already covered. So that's Jets and Sens and Pens, Leafs and Preds, the Canucks and the Rangers. It's going to be very interesting there. Yeah, it's going to be interesting there. And yeah, so I'm going to go to the games, recap Thursday ones. So among Canadian teams outside of Alberta, the Sens ended up not playing well enough to win, losing in regulation 3-2 to the Isles. Coincidentally, very close to the house that Shane Pinto, who last season had played out the last one of his entry-level contract with the Sens, lives. Was out of the lineup because he was suspended retroactive to game 1 of the regular season. So first 41 games of the regular season, he's gone because of gambling, or because of violating the NHL's gambling policy for players. Yeah, also look at the so yeah, Sens end up losing. Let me just see there. Yeah, oops, where's that there? Yeah, that was 3-2 Isles in regulation. Ilya Sorokin having stopped all but 2 Sens shots. And also outside of Alberta, the Habs end up beating the Blue Jackets in overtime 4-3. Jets beat the Wings 4-1 with Connor Hellebuck, whose home state is represented by the Wings, having beaten that very team. And it was a very significant one because, yeah, it was playing in Michigan. Interesting, isn't it? Kyle Connor played there, and Connor was originally from Michigan, and yeah, beating their home state's NHL team. In other games involving Canadian teams, the Leafs beat the Dallas Stars 4-1. Joe Woll and Morgan Riley, big contributors. Yeah, do I see Woll as a potential winner of Vezina? Yes. Do I think Woll will necessarily win a Vezina? No. Doesn't matter. As long as he provides decent goaltending, which he appeared to do for the last 2 games, and Leafs 5-2-0-0, win regulation loss, overtime loss, shootout loss record. So that'll be important. Leafs will be going into Nashville, play the Preds in their Saturday game. So yeah, so yeah, that I've covered the Habs, Jets, Leafs, Sens. So that leaves 2 Canadian teams, the Alberta ones, that got to play in games on Thursday Eastern Time, and those games were big busts. Yeah, 3-0, twin 3-0 losses in their home arenas, and those 2 teams will be facing off to Alberta teams will be facing off Commonwealth Stadium for the Heritage Classic over the weekend. But before then, we need to see from the weekend a Western Canadian team plays. Nope. Well, yeah, that's the next one for the Oilers, and on Saturday, the Jets, Habs, Sens, Leafs, and Canucks play. So basically, all teams outside of the Alberta ones are going to be playing on Saturday Eastern Time. And later on Friday, we have the Canucks hosting the Blues. So, broadcast time, which is 10. So I'm just going to rewind a little bit here. So where is it going to be here? So where did we go here? Oops. I'm going to go on Sportsnet. Not sure what exactly what the Canucks are doing here. Are they on TV at all? That's interesting here. We go to the Canucks. Oh wait, on Sportsnet, Channel 1. Just gonna see. We're gonna just check Canucks Twitter here. So all in all, some very exciting entertainment. I'm not sure if I'll get into the soccer game, to the Whitecaps soccer game, but considering that it's on Apple TV and that kind of sucks because there's no one not on my cable package. It'll be if I get a chance to listen to that game on the radio, I will. But in any case, it's going to see. So it's going to go to the. It's going to go to. It says it's on TV on Sportsnet. I wish the caption would represent on which Sportsnet channels. So that's the thing. It's a good thing they're there, so I do credit Canucks Twitter. But yeah, all this. So that's Sportsnet Channel 1. We go to watch that game. At least it's not blacked out. Or at least I don't have to go figure out which NHL Center Ice channel it's on. And there is no doubt that it's been quite surprised Canucks have been. I consider going into the regular season the Canucks as a potential playoff team. As of now, I'm just going to look at the NHL standings. Canucks are in a top 3 Pacific Division spot. Albeit at this point barely in one. And so are the Leafs and Jets. Yeah, Canucks and Canucks have 8 points going into their home game against the Blues. They're 1 point up on the Kings, 6 behind the Golden Knights, but to be fair, the Golden Knights are on a roll. And it'll be very hard for the Canucks to catch the Knights for first, but Canucks are in the top 3 divisional spot as long as they can play well and keep up the pace and finish ahead of Kings, Ducks, Kraken, Flames, Oilers, and Sharks. Sharks looks like they're are deep in the tank. Very good candidate to win the first overall win to get the pick first in the upcoming NHL Interdraft. The Alberta teams have been quite underwhelming. 5 points over 8 games for the Flames and 3 over 7 for the Oilers. That game is going to be real important for those two Alberta teams. The team that ends up winning may very well get a boost of momentum. That may very well end up rocketing it up a bit. It's a question of whether that team will be the Oilers or Flames. It's going to be interesting to find out what happens. But overall, when it comes to the games, there's no doubt in the world that it's been kind of a season of surprises and disappointments. I mean, the Flames, 2 seasons ago, acquired from the Panthers center, the winger Jonathan Huberdeau and defenseman Mackenzie Weegar, Cole Schwint, prospect with the Wranglers, and maybe a draft pick or 2. Matt Tkachuk, a winger claimed to have wanted off Flames, and it was a pending restricted free agent, and the Flames got something. Well, it didn't get, turned out not, it was very limited. I mean, Huberdeau has struggled mightily. Yes, he earned 115 regular season points 2 seasons ago. Last season wasn't as good for him. He's earned half the available points in the regular season. It means 4-game pointless streak. So 4 points over 8 games. He's dropped off. Coffey hasn't done very well. It's just been so hard for. It's been very hard for. It's been struggles for the Alberta teams. I mean, they're just I don't know where the bottom is. I mean, the Oilers were supposed to be up, Stanley Cup contender according to some pundits. I picked the Oilers to have the best odds among Canadian teams to win a Stanley Cup. Not overall, but among Canadian teams. I don't know anymore. I'd say it's at this point it's a tie between the Leafs and Canucks. I mean, I'd say probably the Canucks may be a little bit better because they are. I don't know. The Canucks are 2 points up on the nearest. Are 2 points up on the 4th place team in the Pacific, and if it could stay that way, that'll be good. Ducks have won 2 games in a row, so Canucks have got to stay on the ball if they're going to stay up in the top 3 in the Pacific. The Leafs have lost. What was it there? They've lost 3 in a row and kind of got tied with the Anaheim Ducks with 6 points over 7 games. And the Leafs are 10, but they're tied. They're effectively tied with the Bolts, but that's because the Bolts have played more games than the Leafs have. So on that count, Leafs got to keep up banking the points, and maybe they will get up to at least 10 off Raptors tied things up by the 3-minute mark of the third quarter, 42-42 after a not so good first quarter. It was been up 14-2 at one point, and then they ended up tying things up, and we ended up being surpassed, and now struggling to just stay ahead as with under 9 minutes to go in the third quarter. I'm going to go back to that game as soon as possible. So it's going to be busy Friday evening Eastern Time. Canucks playing in broadcast on Sportsnet 1, watching the Raptors game on TSN, and see what happens. So if you like the video, please make sure to click the like button. If you're, particularly if you're new to the channel, and you want more, and you want notice of videos, and want more time to notice the videos that I put out, please make sure to subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell. If you do though, you click the notification bell, you'll receive more timely notice of videos I put out. I try to put out videos at least every other week, no matter what time of the year. On that note, I'm going to say, go Leafs go Raptors go. With respect to the MLS Cup playoffs, go Whitecaps go. But with respect to the regular season, to onto the rest of the MLS calendar, go Toronto FC go. And with respect to Canada's under 18, under 20, and adult men's and women's teams, I'm going to say, go Canada go.